Welcome back to our chair exercise sessions. My name's Susan and I'm going to be doing your session for you today. Today we're going to do a quick warm-up, a little bit of mobility, and then we're going to be focusing on using our exercise bands. So some of you will have used these with me before, and for others they might be quite new to you. But give it a go and see how you go. We're not going to need the band to start with, so I just want you to pop the band behind your chair. We're going to get ourselves warmed up to start with. So sitting nice and tall, what I'd like you to do is shuffle your bottom forward so you're towards and near the front of the seat. And you're going to start by lifting your heels off the floor. So we're just doing our heel lifts and off you get started. Lifting those heels off the floor. We have been making it a little bit harder in previous videos, so we're going to take that level up a notch now to do the slightly more challenging option. So feel free to join us, or you can keep it at that lower level if you prefer. So we're just getting ourselves warmed up, we're getting that blood moving around the body, and we're going to get our joints a little bit more mobile before we start with the band exercises. So from there, just stop there, and what we're going to do is we're going to tap the thighs and then clap the hands. Again, previously we've been making it a little bit harder, where we've been tapping out to the side once we've clapped our hands. So we're going to continue to do that option today, but please remember you can just tap and clap as normal if that option is better for you. Okay, and from there we're going to do our new exercise that we've added into the last couple of sessions, which is our canoeing. So with the hands in front, we're just going to scoot back down either side of the body. So it's just arms forward and back, and you've got the hands clasped together. So we'll do a few more of these for 4, 3, 2, last one. Excellent, well done. Let's go back to lifting those feet off the floor. And again, this time we're going to add in those arms. So again, we're making it a little bit more challenging because, as you know, we've been picking the pace up over the last few weeks and making things a wee bit harder. So keep that going. So this is just helping with the movement in your shoulders and in your elbows to get those joints moving if you've been quite stiff. And continue to lift those heels up, or remember you can just do the heel lifts rather than the actual marching should you want that option. And ease off there. Back to tap and claps. And tap and clap out to the sides. Good. Remember, you've got that low option where you can avoid the clapping out to the side if you want. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and then let's go back to that canoeing. So hands in front. From the front, we're going to just gently sweep back and then forward to the front and then down to the other side. Let's do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, well done. And we're going to repeat that once more. So we're just gently going to go for our gentle walk or our gentle march. So again, adding the arms as well as lifting the feet off the floor if you're able. But you can always take it back down should you want to, that's not a problem. Let's do that for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax, and taps and claps, and we're going to add that out to the side, where you're just gently adding that slight twist. Tap for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the last thing we've got to do is our canoeing. So just gently forward and back, either side. Continue to alternate that. Sitting up nice and tall with the shoulders back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. What I'm going to get you to do now is just gently to lift the shoulders up to the ears and then let them drop back down. Lift up and lower them down. Gently lift up and lower down. Gently lift and lower. Once more, lift and lower. What we're now going to do, that was a shoulder shrug or a shoulder lift. We're now going to roll our shoulders, and we want to roll the shoulders up, back and down. Yep, so I'll show you from the side. Roll them forward, up, back and down. Nice and controlled. You can rest your hands on your thighs if that's better. We're going to aim to do 2 more. Last one. Excellent, well done. I'm now going to get you to sit in the back of the chair for me. So shuffle back. And now we're sitting in the back of the chair. We're going to stretch one leg forward. From there, we're going to mobilise the ankles. So we're going to point the ankle down to the floor and then pull it back up. Point the ankle down and pull it back up. And we're going to try and do this. You'll notice my leg is straight because that's because we're working the muscle at the top of the thighs as well. So we're going to see if we can do 2 for the price of 1 and mobilise the ankle as well as keeping the thigh nice and straight. So point and pull those toes. Good, couple more. Excellent. We're now going to change over and swap legs. So we're going to stretch that other leg out, point the toe down to the floor, pull it back up. Point and pull, point and pull, point and pull. 2 more, point and pull. Excellent. Okay, change legs again. This time when we stretch the leg out, we're going to see if we can do circles with our ankle. Yep. And if you want to be really smart, you could do circles with your ankle and your wrist at the same time. So we're looking to do about 5. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So again, you're going at your own pace. Good. Excellent. And stop there. We're going to change legs, so stretch the other leg out. And again, we're doing our ankle circles. Again, if you want to do both, you can do your ankles and your wrists. That's not a problem. But once you've done 4 or 5, we're then going to go in that opposite direction. Good. So nice big ankle circles. Super. Well done. So when you're ready, that's us. We've done a little bit of a warm up and we've done a little bit of mobility. What I'm going to get you to do is just reach behind and grab your band. Okay. So with the band exercise, I've got a red band today that I'm exercising with. But you might have a yellow band, you might have the same as me, you might have green, or you might even have blue. Okay. They're just different strengths, they do exactly the same thing. Some are just a wee bit stronger than others. So I've got my red band. The first exercise we're going to do is called an upper back strengthener. So I'm going to come forward to the camera slightly and just show you what you want is, you want the band to be over the palm of your hands. Yep, so as you can see, you want your palms facing up the way. You're going to grip hold of the band. You're going to relax your elbows down by your side. From there, keeping the elbows in, you're gently going to ease the band apart and together, apart and together. And if you have a quick look at my elbows, you'll notice that my elbows stay in at my sides. They don't leave my side. Yep, so we're going to do that now in your chair. So if you get yourself ready, so we're going to sit in the front part of the chair again. Okay, you've got your palms up the way as I've showed you, elbows in at the sides, and we're going to pull that band out and in, and out, and in, out, and in, out, and in. So that's us done 4. We're going to aim to do 10, but I want you to do as many as you feel you're able. If you can only do a couple more, that's absolutely fine. But I'm going to go on and see if I can do 4 more. 3 more. Stay with me if you can. 2 more. Good. Last one. Well done. Just relax and pop the band down over your thighs. So that was your upper back strengthener that we've done, and that's for the muscles in your back, so your posture muscles. You might also feel it in your shoulders slightly as well, but it is also working the muscles at the top of the back, and that helps keep nice good posture, helps keep you sitting upright, which is really important. Yeah, so that's a really good one to do if you've got a band. So the second exercise that we're going to do is called an outer thigh strengthener, okay? And this one is really good for helping to strengthen the muscles around your hips, okay? And those muscles are really important for balance, and they also help to protect the hips as well. So again, we're sitting in the front of the chair. What you're going to do is you want the band to be nice and long, and you don't want it to be folded up. So from here, you're going to take the knees and the feet together. Okay, you're gently going to lift your heels up, and you're just gently going to ease the band underneath your thighs so that that band is fully underneath your thighs. You're going to drop your feet back down, okay, and then we're going to wrap the band over. So we're going to cross the band over our thighs, and we're just gently going to secure the band with our hands. So from here, if you watch, what I'm going to do is my knees and my feet are about hip width apart. I'm going to take my knees, okay, I'm going to make sure the band's nice and tight. I'm going to ease my knees out, and then I'm going to bring them back towards each other. Okay, we're going to keep a gap between the knees, but we're going to ease the knees out, and in, out, and in. So you're going to do the same. Okay, I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to get yourself sorted. So if you want to do that now, again, you want the knees and the feet to be together. You want your band to be nice and long, and you want to lift the heels off the floor and pop the band underneath your legs. So again, once you've done that, you want to gently, from here, cross over the band and then pull it so it's nice and tight. You want it to be taut, okay? You want it to be firm. Good. So hopefully we've all got that now. And then what we're going to do, again from here, you want to always keep a gap between the knees. We're going to take the knees out and apart to feel that tension increase on the band, and then back together. Out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. So again, that's us done 4. We're going to aim to do 10, but you do as many as you feel you're able to do, but I'm going to keep going to 10. Again, you just want to stop when you feel you've had enough, and we've got 3 more to do. Excellent, so just taking those knees apart and then back together towards each other, but always remember to keep that gap. Now I've forgotten if I've done 9 or 10, so we're going to do one more just to make sure we've definitely done 10. Excellent. And when you're ready, bring the knees back together. Just gently unloosen the band, let it go at one end and pull that band out. Good. So the next thing we're going to do, okay, is for your wrists. So, for the purposes of today, I'm going to call it a band roll. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to have the band flat out in front of you, and we're going to put part of the band on top of your knee. We're going to use 2 hands, okay, you've got 2 hands, and you're going to use those hands and you're going to use your fingers. So this is really good for your finger dexterity and keeping your fingers mobile and moving. You're going to aim to roll up the band, okay? So we're going to roll it up so that it looks like a sausage. So you're just going to use your fingers and you're going to continue to keep pulling that band up your thighs, and then you're going to use your fingers to roll the band and then pull it back up. And again, once you get back down to the knee, gently ease that band up the thigh so you can sit nice and tall. And again, you're using your fingers to roll that band up. And what I'll do is once we're finished, I will come forward so you can see. Okay, so that is my band now. I have rolled my band up so you can see that we've got it rolled up. And what we're now going to do is we're now going to unroll it. So just taking your time. Again, you probably don't need to do this on your thighs. You can just do that holding on to it. And we're just gently going to unroll that band, which again is great for your fingers. Great for a little bit of coordination as well, getting that brain thinking, what do I need to do? So gently unroll. And then once you've got to the end of the band, you're going to repeat that, okay? I'm not going to repeat it for the purposes of the video, but I want you to repeat it on the other knee. Yep, so you do the same. So you pop the band out, you roll it up into a sausage. Once it's rolled up, you unroll it nice and slowly. And there's no cheating with unrolling it. You don't just let it go and let it unroll. You've got to do it piece by piece. So yes. So that's the end of our band workout today. I hope you enjoyed that. We're just going to do a gentle cool down, just for a minute or so. But we're going to lift the heels up, take a nice deep breath in for me, and slowly breathe out. And breathe in. And slowly breathe out, just gently moving those arms, again keeping the blood moving around the body. Good. Gently tap and clap. Again, we don't want to be making it hard at all right now, just nice and simple. Excellent. Last little heel lift with the feet, lifting those heels up.